Hello, very good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. Today Friday, 4th of November 2016. This is Edward with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline says, Bond issue will be forwarded for judicial process. Probe should be free of political interference, says President. Court will decide who is wrong, who is right. People have different opinions of the report. COPE presented a report under Parliament Standing Orders and Constitution. President Maithripala Sirisena said yesterday the investigations into central bank issue should be free of political interference and he would forward it for an impartial and independent judicial process. Pandit Amaradevan, musical genius, falls silent. The country's most celebrated music icon Pandit W.D. Amardewa breathed his last at the Sri Jayawarthanapura Hospital yesterday morning, just a month before turning 89. Funeral with full state honours on Saturday. The funeral rites of Pandit Amardewa will be held at the Independence Square in Colombo on Saturday evening with full state honours. The remains will be taken in procession from the Yaratna Funeral Parlour in Morella today at 9 a.m. to the Independence Square, where they will lie until Saturday, with the cremation scheduled at 6 p.m. Rabi responds to Chinese envoy. I have every right to talk on behalf of Sri Lanka as a sovereign country. Likewise, the ambassador has a right to speak on behalf of his country. Responding to Chinese ambassador Yi Liang, Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake said he had every right to talk on behalf of Sri Lanka as a sovereign country. Fishing crisis. TNA member in Lankan ministerial delegation. For the first time, an MP of the Tamil National Alliance has been included in the ministerial delegation to India for talks on the fisheries crisis between the two countries, a minister said yesterday. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline says, Central Bank bond issue, court inquiry to ensure impartiality, President. The controversial central bank bond issue will be referred to courts to ensure an impartial and independent investigation devoid of political interference, President Maithripala Sirisena said. Drug addict sells kidney to satisfy heroin craving. A drug addict who sold his kidney for 500,000 rupees and used the money to satisfy his heroin addiction was taken into custody by Galle police with several packets of the drug in his possession. Investigations revealed that the unmarried man who engaged in manual work used to spend all his earnings to satisfy his addiction. Vigneswaran complains to EU about army running schools in Northern Province. Northern Province Chief Minister C.V. Vigneswaran complained to the European Union Human Rights Inspection Team that the Sri Lankan army is running hundreds of schools in his province when it has no right to do so under the 13th Amendment of the Constitution. According to the Tamil daily Thinakural, Vigneswaran complained that in Vavuniya, Kilinochchi and Mullaitivu districts, the Army's Civil Defence Unit was running 344 primary schools employing 689 Tamil women as teachers at good salaries. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. The main headline also says about bond scam probe. President promises impartial judicial process. Another picture shows about the legendary musician Amaradeva's death. Marriage and divorce laws. Muslims protest against proposed changes. The Dawid Jamaat organization led a protest against the proposed changes to be made by the government to legislations pertaining to Marriage and Divorce Act. According to the General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Dawid Jamaat, Abdul Razik, the government should not adhere to the conditions of the European Union, stipulating that Islam marriage laws in Sri Lanka should be amended to ensure that the rights of children and women are protected in order to regain the GSP Plus trade concessions. Karu's daughter passes away. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya's youngest daughter, Sanjeevani Indra Jayasuriya Dicker, succumbed to a terminal illness in London, England on Wednesday. Dicker, who was a mother of two, one 4-year-old and the other 1.5 years, was 40 at the time of her untimely demise. She was a senior marketing manager at a private firm in the UK and was married to Martin Dicker, a human resource specialist. With that, let's come to the end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan Newspaper Highlights.